first spotlight for the day. Miss Amelia P. Andre is the principal of Food for Hungry Minds School Pasay and Malolos, Bulacan, where she currently leads the elementary program and supervises the high school and college scholarships. Food for Hungry Minds School is a school for underprivileged children from grades 4 to 6. She obtained master's degree major in educational leadership and management at St. Paul University, Manila, and acquired her online certification for social emotional learning leadership track from the Academy of Social Emotional Learning in Schools in the US. Mga ka-collab, heart react, like react, and let's give a warm welcome to Teacher Ami. Teacher Ami, good morning po.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, fellow educators. Thank you, Teacher Ina. Before we start, I would like to thank UBF for inviting us here and be a part of this learning community. Just like everyone, our educators in Hungry Minds are delighted to collaborate, develop, and learn not only for ourselves, but also in transforming the lives of our children. Again, thank you, Teacher Ina, for the introduction. Gusto ko lang pong i-share na nagtuturo pa rin po ako hanggang ngayon. Our school is a school for underprivileged families. This is my 17th year in Hungry Minds at masaya po ako sa pagtuturo. Math is my specialization but also I'm a teacher in English. Alam niyo naman po kung ano ang pakiramdam ng math teacher tapos magiging English teacher, no? Pero para sa mga bata at para sa kinabukasan nila, go tayo dyan. This morning, I am going to share my teaching experiences in Hungry Minds about self-awareness, particularly naming feelings. Self-awareness is the first of 5 social-emotional learning competencies in the CASTLE framework, which will be discussed at length in the February 4 session. Why is self-awareness important? From positive action side, self-awareness promotes emotional wellness and self-esteem. It provides students insight into who they are, why they react as they do, and gives them a direction for self-improvement. In self-awareness, the first thing we do is to name our feelings. Similar to how we were asked, how are we feeling at the start of the session? Again, thank you, Teacher Ina, for doing the check-in with our kakolabs. Naming our emotion or naming emotion is a great way to start the day or any activity because we want to be in charge of our emotions. And it guides us how we can improve ourselves. Matanong ko lang po kayo, ano po ang kadalasang ginagawa ninyo pagpasok sa classroom at bago magsimula ng klase? Pwede niyo pong i-type ang inyong mga kasagutan. Maghihintay lang po tayo ng mga ilang komento. So mga teachers, mga kakolab, ano po yung mga ginagawa niyo bago kayo magsimula ng klase? Classroom management, sabi po ni Teacher Marian. Greet the students, sabi ni Teacher Sha. Greetings and prayer. Tama po. So maraming salamat po. So check attendance, sabi naman ni Teacher Bebs. Thank you po sa inyong mga sagot. Every time our students enter the classroom, they would name their feelings by putting the image or picture of their feelings in the I am feeling chart. A daily feelings check-in helps students learn to recognize different emotions. This picture shows the feelings of our learners on a particular day. In one of our daily check-ins, most of the students felt happy. Some were sad, excited, and some silly. If we encounter red flags, we make sure to process and talk to that learner later on privately. It is important to get back to that learner because this builds trust. When we started the I am feeling chart, our learners started naming their feelings from basic words such as happy, mad, sad, and then eventually we introduced the feelings wheel for them to be able to nuance their feelings. The feelings wheel is a tool used to help us recognize and communicate our feelings. The outer circle shows the surface feelings: peaceful, angry, sad, joyful. Hindi pa po yan kumpleto. Mas marami pa po tayong pwedeng pakiramdam. But these are the basic. Then as you go to the innermost wheel, the feelings become more defined. The feelings become deeper. Tulad ng ginawa natin kanina with Teacher Ina, we shared how we are feeling. Diba, iba ang dating kapag na-share natin ang ating pakiramdam? Na ilalabas natin kaysa kapag kinikim-kim natin ito? Di po ba? I would like to share how this can be done outside of the morning meeting or homeroom hour. Di po ba sa public schools, meron po tayong homeroom, ganon? May homeroom activity. But before that, may I just know what's the mood of your classroom after a contest or any activity? Pag nagbigay po tayo ng activity or contest, ano po yung kadalasan na nakikita nyo o na-observe ninyong mood ng klase ninyo? Please type your answer, please. The more magtatago po ng feeling, nabu-burn out po ang mga bata, sabi ni Ma'am Heidi. Thank you, Ma'am. Meron po bang nakaranas na yung mga bata parang nagkakatitigan ng masakit, ganyan? Thank you po. Thank you po sa mga sagot ninyo. In one of my classes in math, I gave a contest. Sabi po ni Teacher Yan, restless na sila. So sa klase ko po sa math, nagbigay po ako ng contest. Then after the contest, I felt that there was something in the mood of the class. Ano po yung pakiramdam ninyo kapag kayo yung panalo? Yes, meron pong tense, nagkakapikunan. Pero kapag kayo po yung panalo, ano po yung pakiramdam? Happy. Kapag kayo po yung talo, ano naman yung pakiramdam? Malungkot, no? Yan. So ito na nga po. Yung iba, ngiting-ngiti. Dahil syempre, panalo sila. Yung iba naman, nakayuko. Yung iba, malungkot na. So, I instructed them to sit and ask how they were feeling. Here is the video of their sharing.
This afternoon, we're going to have a math contest! Okay, the topic will be addition and subtraction. How did you feel that you are the winners?
Happy!
Oh, congratulations. How did you feel? Yes, Jordan. Why?
Because we won.
Because we won. How did you feel, Janica?
We felt sad because we didn't win.
But how did you feel, Audrey? You lost. But about in this group, yes, Alesha.
Happy because we know that we did our best and satisfied the others of you.
Not all learners were able to share. May mga batang mahiyain talaga sa harap ng camera. So what I did, I asked them to write a short reflection on their feelings. Here are some of their reflections. Recognizing the feelings of our students is very important. Being able to share in an environment that fosters a sense of trust and community helps build a safe space which promote a positive school climate and culture. Dahil may nagbahagi na siya ay nadismaya o nainis pagkatapos ng paligsahan, ang iba ay naging sensitibo sa damdamin ng kanilang mga kaklase. Nagkaroon ng pakialam ang isa't isa sa nararamdaman ng iba. Dahil sa check-in activity na ito, hindi na tumagal yung inis o galit na nararamdaman ng bawat isa o ng mga natalo. Hindi nagkaroon ng samaan ng loob after the class. Nakafocus na kami sa lesson dahil springboard activity ko lang po ito. Hindi ito yung main lesson. Naging paraan ito upang maging handa na muling makinig at magpatuloy sa aralin. So nakaproceed kami, nakatapos kami sa klase. It is such a simple daily task, but it shows someone wants to listen and help. It is important that we know how each learner feels. In a day, feelings may vary and that is okay. We recognize that all feelings are valid. All feelings are normal. There is no wrong feeling. We are all okay. Knowing our feelings will help us understand who we are, why are we acting that way, and gives us direction to do better, to be better. We are bored, we are angry, that is okay. Again, knowing our feelings will help us improve. It helps us to succeed in everything we do. What is the impact of this activity? Check-ins are important because they establish community and wellness. It builds connection. Lalo ngayong pandemic, napakahalaga na magkumustahan. Yung simpleng, kumusta ka? Napakalaking bagay. Maaring natanong mo na rin ang sarili mo, kumusta nga ba ako? We aren't always happy or calm. Sometimes we are sad or restless, jealous or disappointed. Mahalagang maramdaman ng bawat isa na may nagmamahal, nakakaalala, at may nangungumusta. So sa tingin nyo ba, teachers, magagamit nyo din ito sa sarili nyo o sa mga kako-teachers ninyo sa school? Pwede po ba natin itong magamit? Pwede po kayong mag-type. Magagamit po ba natin ito? Maganda po talaga, may pa-reflection with action. Sabi ni Sir Jom Clee, tama po ba ang pagkaka-pronounce ko, sir? Sabi ni Ma'am Christy, yes indeed. Our feelings and emotions of the kids creates no boundaries and build better relationships. Yan. Sabi po ni Sir Conrado, yes po, very useful. Kaya magkumustahan tayo, teachers. Importante yon sa faculty room pagkatapos ng klase. Meron tayong makausap na, uy, kumusta ka na? Ito, lantang gulay na. O kaya, alam mo ba, tuwang-tuwa ako doon sa investigatory project ng class ko. Super, yun ang win ko for today. Di po ba? Iba ang pakiramdam na nasabi natin. At masabi rin natin na kumusta ba tayo? Meron ba kayong kakumustahan sa school? Meron ba kayong kakulab sa school? Lahat po tayo meron. So before we get busy and engage to our work, let us do check-in with one another or even after classes. I would like to share that in Hungry Minds, we are also implementing Adult Cell. Before we start any meeting, we do check-ins. It is important that school leaders and educators develop and strengthen the capacity to deal with stress through self-care and to build resilience. We recognize that this can lead to improved job satisfaction, teacher retention, and improve outcomes for our students. We need to do this in order for us to effectively model and teach our learners the CEL competencies. Now that we are starting to master our emotions, the next step in the implementation of self-awareness will be to help our learners identify their strengths and areas for growth. Try it out next time you feel delighted or worried, and share your story in our STEM Collab group. Always remember that we are the master of our emotions. That's my sharing for today. Thank you and good morning, everyone.